welcome once more time. This is Champagne Mindshare, said always. Here we are today with this greatest topic. Practice makes perfect, as we know. Something without practice doesn't have the great harvest. So then today we have these two guys here. We are going to hear different ideas from them. Let's welcome them. Come on.
Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity of speaking or say something on this topic about practice makes perfect. In everything you have to practice so that you can see you're perfect when you are doing something. Especially when you are doing a business, never be afraid of being failed. A lot of people don't need to fail. If you fail today, it's where you can see where you can correct or where you can improve something, strategies that you can use to be successful in what you are doing. And then for students who are learning English, they're shy or they're afraid of making a mistake. But mistake is like opportunity of learning and get better. When you make a mistake, it means you are going to see how you are improving. Today you fail, but tomorrow you succeed. It's where you're going to see somewhere to correct, or you correct yourself, or your friend corrects you. It means today you make a mistake, but tomorrow I hope you will never make that mistake again. Yeah, that's why I'm saying the practice really is very important in your business that you are doing or in whatever you are studying. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thanks. Let's welcome this other guy so that I can contribute his ideas. Okay, right? Come on.
All right. Thank you so much for this kind of opportunity that you give me. And about that topic, the proverb, practice makes perfect. Of course, it is true. When you have learned something without having practiced, of course, you cannot master it. You cannot say you are perfect in something when you haven't practiced yet. Meantime, what is practicing? Practicing, in another words, it is putting in actions. And putting in action means doing something. But learning something might be memorizing, but when it comes to putting it in action, this is practice. And by practice, you can see some mistakes to be corrected, you can see some failures, you can encounter some failures, and then you learn from them. This means that if you want to get perfect, you need to practice. Without practice, you will never be perfect. And when talking about perfect, don't look for being perfect when doing something. If you try to look for perfectness, you will never succeed. Because there is something which is like arrogance, which will intervene. Then when you feel arrogant, everything that you are doing fails. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. And then let's talk. I can add this point while practicing makes perfect, all right? You can also see it in everyday lives, like the singers. Once they want to sing, they really need to practice, effortless, just to use their much time so that they can produce the good song. They write once, the second time, even the third, to practice to see that their productions will be relevant to the people who will receive their production. About even music, you see, musicians are the ones who really like practicing so that they can improve. Because little by little, you improve most and you gain most. All right? Even the way we are speaking is not the way that we started, because this English is not my first language, it's not my mother tongue. That I used to practice many times, morning, afternoon, night, day by day, practice, and then I became perfect, as you see. Okay, we love you so much, you followers. But don't forget
Thank you.
sharing, comments, and many more. Keep watching us, we get more. Thanks so much.
Yeah.